Hello, everybody, and welcome to IC Markets Market Commentary. My name is Tamar Mehr from Trade with Precision. So, US stocks closed the week higher on optimism that a deal between the US and Iran is near, while also cheering on SpaceX debut. So, I want to start here with a chart of the Nasdaq on the weekly. So, we have pushed from a lower low to a strong higher high. We were overextended, meaning there was quite a distance between where price action was trending and the moving averages. We had some release of that strong buying pressure. We pulled back into the averages, touched the 10 moving average and moved away. We also have the moving averages 10, 20, 50 all fanning, all in the correct order for an uptrend. A nice convergence here on the momentum indicators. A quick look on the monthly chart and we can see the monthly is in a beautiful uptrend, still overextended despite that pullback. So let's jump into the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, what we can see is that there is a bit of a level forming here in and around the 29,800. So we can see we push to a lower low and pull back straight into that area. So we can see that in more details on the 4 hours. Now this level is not precise. We can see we had touches on that area previously as well. So what I'm looking for with this 4 hours chart that we can see have already moved back into an uptrend. So we have higher highs and higher lows here. I'd like to see some compressions of price underneath this level. Then I'll be looking for a break and a continuation of this move. If, however, we won't get that compressions of price, I'd like to see the market first going up from here and clear this level of 30,000. We can see it's been a level in the market in the past, and also it is a big round number. So I'd like to see a strong bullish candle clearing that level, and then I'll be looking for a pullback to test the 29,800 from above and look for a continuation of this move. A similar story is on the S&P 500. So if we'll take a look here on the weekly, again moved from a lower low to a strong high high. Price was overextended. We had some release of the buying pressure and we pull back into the averages. And the averages again are back into the correct order, 10 above the 20, above the 50 for an uptrend with nice convergence here on the momentum indicators. We closed the week with a nice bullish rejection candle. Similar story on the monthly, very nice uptrend, still overextended. So if we drill down into the daily, we can see again we are forming a level in and around the area of the 74.80. So let's drill into the 4 hours and look at that area in more details. And we can see touches in the past, but also this is the area that we had a strong sell from and then pullback and another lower low. So once again, I'd like to see some compressions of price underneath this 74.80 level, and quite similar to the Nasdaq, if the market will break up from here, I'd like to see taking out the level of 75.40 and then pull back to test the 74.80 from above. Lastly, let's take a look at the chart of gold. Now, gold here on the monthly chart, we can see we are still in an uptrend, and this whole strong sell-off was simply pulling back into the averages. So currently, from the monthly point of view, we are sitting in the buy zone, that area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages. But we could also pull back a little bit more and still be in an uptrend on the monthly and still be in the buy zone. Taking a look here on the weekly, and the weekly is now in a downtrend. We've got a high, low, lower high, and confirmed lower low. We haven't changed direction yet on the moving averages, but we do have nice convergence to the downside on the momentum indicators. Now we can also see the level in and around the 43.70. It was a level on the way up. It was tested as support, pushed to a higher high, and it was also tested here on the way down. So if we drill down into the daily chart, and we can see the daily now is in a downtrend with moving averages 10, 20, 50 all fanning all in the correct order for a downtrend, and we push to a new lower low with convergence on the momentum indicators on that push, and we are currently slightly overextended. So what I'd like to see is the market pulling back to test this level from below. And what I'd also like to do is add the Fibonacci retracement of this latest push. So from the high to the low. And what we can see is that we have the 61.8% retracement clustering very nicely with this level. And if and when the market will pull back into that area, it will also be back into the sell zone, the area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages. Then I'll be looking for a bearish rejection candle in and around this area and look for a continuation of this move. Happy trading, everyone. Bye for now.